Not only give yourself permission to be who you are, but also enjoy life. Absolutely enjoy life. There's an old overlay on earth, and it is still there. It is still strong. You see it in some of your more radical religions and political systems, where that life is not to be enjoyed. Life is to be barely tolerated. Life is to be survived, but not lived. You know, there is a difference. You can survive. You can get along just enough. Or you can truly live. Literally, governments and churches work at just enough of a hypnotic overlay. Just enough so they don't revolt or rebel or take us over. Just enough food and money. Just enough freedom, where they think they truly have freedom, but they have just enough. Just enough money, where they think that having a house and 3 meals a day is fulfilling. Shambra, that's a bunch of crock. You see how the overlays work, and people fall into them and they believe it, and the governments play along with it because the governments are a representation of the people. Just enough. And then once a year you get this thing called Christmas. You get a few extra days off. Boy, the company sure was nice to give us a few extra days. Just enough, Shambra. 2 weeks vacation. Barely enough to keep you from going absolutely wild and mad crazy from working all the time. Just enough. You see? Most people don't enjoy life. They just enough life. Just enough of it. Just enough to keep you in the physical body. Just enough to keep you in that nice little resonance called hypnotic overlay of life. Yes, for one of you was asking, is Adamus coming through as well right now? Indeed. You can probably feel his energy. We were singing somewhat of a tune together today during the shout. So, Shambra, life is to be enjoyed. Life is to give yourself permission to be who you are and enjoy life. Get rid of those overlays that say just enough, just barely enough. Don't be afraid to enjoy life. Yes, I know we mention the word, we say enjoy life, and some of you pull back. What if I enjoy it too much? That's old energy thinking. As we've told groups before, some of you here that say, but if I enjoy too much, I may turn into an alcoholic. I may gain too much weight. I may develop bad habits and addictions. That is old energy thinking. That is the overlay, the thinking that had you only having just enough, you see. There is that fear out there, the darkness, the boogeyman or the demon. If you enjoy life too much, bad things will happen to you. Now, Shambra, that doesn't even make sense, does it? Doesn't even make sense, especially when you realize, as you are being yourself and enjoying life, that is rapidly moving you out of that groggy state of awakening, rapidly moving you into the new energy, and in the new energy, it's all self-balancing. You find, for instance, if you go out and try to over-enjoy life, and you try to push the limits, your body will tell you the next day. It's self-balancing. Not that you've done anything wrong, but your body knows how much it can take in of different things. It is very self-adjusting. It is very balanced into itself. It's very, very rarely that when a human being who has died crosses over to our side, and if we're able to talk to them, we sit down, barely human, whoever says, I just enjoyed life too much. Humans come to our side and they're filled with woes, they're filled with concerns and guilts and remorses. We talked about how they worked too much, perhaps. How they didn't love enough. Some of them, the more enlightened ones, talk about how they forgot to love themselves. Barely is there a human who comes and says, I truly enjoyed life. And when you come over, Shambra, if you can say that to us, we're going to have a party. We're going to celebrate the human who says, I learned to enjoy life, everything about it. It's not a punishment. You're not there even to save the world, Some of you carry that responsibility. You feed on that. You're here to save the world. You're not. We could put it succinctly, you're here to discover what it's like to enjoy life. What does that mean for you? Can you enjoy life? Can you get over the guilt about why you shouldn't be enjoying? Why you should be in that whole group of just enough, just barely enough humans who are existing today? Can you break out of that and not feel guilty about absolutely enjoying life? What a wonderful challenge.